Hi everyone, welcome to today's trade of the day, and for today's trade of the day we will be looking at the Kiwi CAD. And what I have here is Kiwi CAD on the daily, right? And I really just want to focus on this area right here. We see very clearly that price is sort of in a sideways consolidation pattern, right? If you draw a trend line, price is holding below this descending trend line on the daily, and price is also holding above this ascending trend line support. Right, so really definitely within a squeeze, but because it's closer to this descending trend line, we could expect price to at least play a small drop, right? And with that, let's quickly go down to the 4 hour. Right, the 4 hour actually looks a lot better. We identify a zigzag here, which we can use Fibonacci extension 0.1, 0.2, 0.3. Right, so I've loaded all these levels, okay, and you can see clearly over here right now that there is a 100% level at this swing high. And just change this to red. Hey, there are a few key resistances to look out for. Okay, so I want to show the 100%, and then of course we have the 78.6 where price is right now testing. Right, so if you are a long-term trader, right, you could possibly wait for price to push upwards towards the 100%. Okay, to push upwards towards the 100% before playing a longer term drop down. However, because this is a intraday trade of the day, okay, I would prefer to use 78.6 as our entry. So we wait for price to come back to test this level, use it as a sell entry. As long as price shows a clear rejection back out of this pivot, this sell entry area, right, we can actually back up our stop loss to slightly above the 100%. Okay, so this can be a stop loss. Now, why do I back it up to slightly above 100%? Now, the reason is very simple. Okay, if you're long-term, for the long-term traders, they will look to enter at this graphical swing high. Right, they'll be a bit more patient and wait. However, there's always a scenario where price could just take off and fall from here. Right, and even if for the short-term traders, you guys were to sell in this point, right, if price would come up and touch the previous swing high at 100% and even extend a bit, you still would not be stopped out, right? Because you're giving your trade quite a fair bit of room to breathe actually. Okay, so we've already identified the stop loss, we've got our sell entry, right? What we need to do now is to actually find the take profit. So this is a Fibonacci retracement from the swing low to the swing high. Can open all Fibonacci ratios, but I've already preloaded the 50 here. Okay, so we have the intraday target at the last swing low here, a graphical swing low as a take profit. And if we were to draw an ascending trend line support from this level, try to touch as many candles as possible. Now we know that price never moves in a straight line, but rather price moves in a zigzag manner. By the time it drifts back down, okay, to this ascending trend line support, it would be in line with this graphical swing low and the 50% retracement, finding very strong confluence. Risk reward is also fair enough, definitely more than 1:2. Okay, so this is really ideal. As long as the risk reward is more than 1:1 is definitely ideal as well. Last but not least, we can also take a look at indicators, right? Stochastics is actually testing resistance where price has pulled back lower before. So over here we see price drop. When stochastics was here, we see price do a sharp drop. Now stochastics is back here, we can expect price to do another sharp drop. So thanks everyone for tuning in to today's trade of the day. Wish you guys all the best. Trade safe, stay safe. I will catch you guys next week. Thank you and goodbye.